back to another episode of Huddle on the Hilltop. I'm your host, TJ Power. We got an exciting week this week as we have 3 fall varsity sports teams competing in playoffs starting today. We have girls soccer with Lacey Bogwa and Elizabeth Finn, girls volleyball with Nina Gavin and McKenna Eisenstock, and our boys soccer team with Nate Yakovic and Wade Johnson. How are we doing today, guys? We good? As you can see, we got some festive decorations here heading into Thanksgiving break. So we'll just jump right into it. So actually, we're going to do a little schedule recap so the people know, so the fans know. Volleyball will be taking on Kingswood Oxford today at 4 o'clock, a rematch. Girls soccer will play Loomis Chafee at 2 o'clock away. They'll be headed out right after this. And boys soccer will be home, taking on St. Seb's and Morse Field. So all the Hilltoppers out there, make sure we pop out. So just an electric time to be a Hilltopper, I think. We're going to try a different style of discussion this week. Instead of being all serious and then all fun, we're going to alternate it and keep it on your toes. So let's jump into it. Our first question is, what does it mean for you guys to be able to represent your school in the playoff of such a competitive conference?
I feel like it is a big deal. We're trying to make a change from last year, hopefully winning championship, because it was a rough time for us at the end. So maybe we can do better.
Capitalize on that?
Yeah.
I mean, it really attests to how great all 3 of our team seasons have been. And I think it's a huge honor. I know the boys soccer team and most of the teams here at WA have huge alumni programs. So Coach has a bunch of guys texting him today throughout the week, just telling us to get going, and because they want us to carry on their legacy, and that's kind of the biggest part about playing in playoffs.
I think for us, we're trying to build a program here, and the volleyball team hasn't made a lot of playoffs and stuff. So for us to finally get in playoffs and have a shot at winning a championship, just lets us honor our school and show how much we've come this season. So.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. It's a few great seasons here. So like I said, we're going to mix it up. So here's our next question. If you got stuck in an elevator with a teacher, or what teacher or faculty member at WA would you want to be stuck with and pass the time with, and why?
I would like to be stuck in an elevator with Mr. Schneider. We have great conversations, great guy.
Okay.
Good time to spend.
Yeah, good answer.
Yeah, I think I probably would have said the same thing.
Wow.
He's a stand-up guy, you know? It's just great conversations with Mr. Snyder.
Yeah.
I think Miss Babello.
That's
Good
a good
answer.
answer.
That's a
Great
Any
answer.
reason why?
She's funny, and I think she would keep me calm in the moment.
Yeah.
She's real energetic, though.
She's a good shot.
It might be a scary one. But.
I think I'll stay in the elevator with Miss Carter.
Okay.
I know, she always got food on her. Our conversations never end. But
Yeah.
Mine would be Bubello or Aguiar, because they're both really funny. And I feel like would make light of the situation.
I guess.
I would say Miss Thorne, because she always has a good story.
That's
You hear tons of great
Yeah, I'll
stories.
hear a lot of
Yeah.
stories.
She also got the snacks on deck.
Yeah.
She
That's
just
true.
Like Miss
I
Carter.
can't.
She's got a makeup bag on her all the
Yeah.
time,
You guys will look good in there if you're stuck. All right, so transitioning back. Choose one word. It can be a couple words. I won't penalize you, but one word that represents your seasons this year, and elaborate on why you chose that word.
We can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Our word's grit.
Yeah, I would say our word is grit, because our team has had to, rise in a lot of situations. There's been a lot of low moments, but we've always managed, get back up and support each other.
Yeah.
I got a good one. Sorry, I was going through my vocabulary. I'm gonna say redemption, because we had a similar season last year where we had a really good regular season, and we went to the postseason and we lost in a heartbreak in the semifinal. I think this year's all about redemption and making sure we don't have that same feeling at the end of the season, and really capitalizing on the season we've had so far.
That's a good one.
Ours would be family, I think, because we're really a tight group this year, and I think that's one thing we really wanted to build our program around this year, and not only being close off the field, but on the field, and that really helps us in how we play and how we win.
I like that move.
Yeah, I like that too. All good answers. All right, so let's transition back to the funny questions. So I'm gonna paint you guys a scenario. A couple of these questions will be scenarios. So, you're eating lunch at a table with your friend and your friend's crush, okay? And now imagine said friend gets a piece of food stuck in his teeth, doesn't notice, and just like keeps talking, laughing, smiling, and that piece of food is just so obvious. Like, how do you handle that situation?
Right when the crush looks away, you give him a little tap and like do a little like silent motion so that
Like
the crush
subtle.
doesn't see it, but you
Yeah,
make it very
yeah,
subtle.
See, what I do is I like
We
walk
would-
up
we
and
would
I
stand
like go.
up and
I take it out myself.
Wait, you stand up and just scream and point
No,
at your mouth.
no, I take it out.
Go.
Like, I'm gonna help.
I actually believe he would do
I
that.
believe that.
Would
Yeah.
anyone just like be super blatant about it and just like point and laugh?
Yo, you got something in your teeth.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
No,
know.
I'd be
I'm with
subtle.
Nina. Just
I'd
a
be
little
subtle.
tap and then maybe
Little tabby, like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be nice.
I feel like I would like text them. Like I would like
Mm.
go
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Maybe.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I like that's a good way to go about it. Excellent. Okay. So, in what areas have your teams improved the most this year? Start to finish.
I don't know, I think this is probably common with a lot of teams, but our chemistry really grew like a lot. At camp we had a few kids that were pretty quiet, and some still are, but I feel like we've broken a few kids out of their shells and really had them become more comfortable around us, and that's really helped with, like Foop said, the whole family thing, and that's super important for the success of any season.
Yeah, we like have more leaders and just like the captains now. Like a lot of kids have stepped up in their own way, and I think that's what's made the biggest difference.
I think for us, it's like fighting to the very end and finishing games. I know in the beginning of the season, we'd have a lot of games where we would be winning and then all of a sudden just hit like a wall and we just couldn't finish the game. So for us, it's like finishing through the whole way. Even if we're losing, say we're 0-2 in sets, still giving every single point like it's your last.
I forgot the question.
How's your team like improved this year? In what area?
I would just go off of what Nate said, like chemistry and everything. I think that in the beginning of the year, there were a lot of, I think, club soccer and everything. You have your inner group and everything within the team, and then I think coming to Worcester and everything, you kind of expand outside of that and making sure that that's happening. It's gonna help you perform even better on the field.
Yeah, that's great. You guys definitely like finish off the season in strong ways, so carry that into the playoffs. All right, so in light of the holiday season, we got the decorations in here, the Thanksgiving table vibes going on. I thought this question was pretty relevant. So I feel like everyone's been in this situation. So you're at like a family party and you find yourself stuck in an awkward conversation with that one aunt or that one uncle or like that distant relative that you like know but you really don't know. Conversation is really awkward. It's getting more awkward by the second. What do you say to get out of that? What are your words of like evacuation? How do you get out of the awkwardness?
I gotta go help my mom. Like,
That was what I was gonna say. I would blame it on my mom. I'd throw it on my mom.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, my mom's calling me. I'll be right back. Or be like,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was great
Come
talking to you,
back.
but I told my mom I'd go help her carry
Yep.
something.
Yep.
Help her with the food. I don't
Meanwhile,
know.
your mom's just
My
sitting.
mom's sitting right next to me.
That was
Okay.
hard. Depends on how big the gathering is.
Yeah.
Like if there aren't that many people and you're stuck with the one person that's
Yeah.
like a
You
little
just gotta
awkward
stick
with,
it out.
you gotta stick it out.
It's gonna make the conversation awkward on purpose.
Yeah.
Continue it. I find enjoyment out of that.
Yeah, sure. I feel like people try to get out of your conversations, not the other.
Wade is the awkward.
Maybe sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of go-tos. I feel like, I gotta use the bathroom or like the food's ready.
Yeah.
Those are your
Helping
ones.
moms
You guys
are
have
awesome.
any or no?
I think I would like say that like, cause I'm like lactose intolerant. So like my family already knows like
Yeah.
sometimes I'd be like cheating. I just be like, I think there's milk in the food. I gotta go. And then I just go and I stay in the bathroom.
And then everyone just thinks you got the
You
rough
just see Lacey like purposely drinking milk.
She's like, I'm gonna have to talk to this uncle, this mom, this cousin.
She got 2 glasses wherever everyone goes.
Okay, going back to the season. So what's been the most memorable moment this season? It could be like a game, practice, or other things. It could be like a bus ride or a team dinner. It could be anything.
Go ahead.
It was like, we have like Gaskill Field that we don't practice that much, but when we do, it's like crazy intense practices. And it was like a rainy day and it was like after a weekend off and we all were just there like destroying each other. We had a great practice and I think that was like the turning point in the season where we all kind of like turned on. Happens like every year.
Ours is-
I think our senior night. Last year, like, I had a senior night too, but this year's senior night was literally amazing. Like I cried so much. Like I didn't think I was gonna cry.
Yeah, she doesn't cry, and like I just think it was like for everyone, not only like the seniors, but the people before us and everything, showing like what impact we make to like the program and everything, and not even just the program, but like the girls, like and like how much you've affected their lives and everything, both soccer wise and outside. And I think that was like really cool.
Ours was kind of like boys soccer. So we had a big game against Austin Prep, which is like a really good school, and it was just like a really big win for us and a big turning point in the season. I feel like after that we played a lot of like higher ranked teams and we stood our own against them, and it was just like our team came together, and I've never seen us play that way, and it was just really high level volleyball that we played, and that led into our senior night game.
Yeah, our senior night game, like Lacey was talking about with soccer, it was just a really special night. We had a lot of fans that night, and we just felt the community, you know, with us. And even though it was a loss, like it was, we all felt good.
We all felt like a win. Like,
Yeah.
I felt that like we won when we lost. TJ led the fan base, so
Yeah.
it was electric.
You guys hear that? You hear? It means something, guys. All right. So our last scenario, I think this is my favorite one. You're walking to class, and you know you go to open the door at the front steps of the building, and like any honorable WA student, you take a quick look behind you, see if you should hold the door for someone. But a person approaches, and they're at like that awkward distance where you're like, oh, should I hold it or should I just go? I don't want to be like too nice and make it weird. Or maybe like they're doing that little jog trying to help you out. So my question is, what's the appropriate distance at which you don't have to hold the door for someone? Like, is there a distance where you're like, oh, no, it's all right for me to go in?
Mine is if I close the door and it fully shuts before they get there, then that's a good distance.
That's a short distance.
No,
But then
like if
I
it
feel-
shuts and there's like a pause, like not like right around it closes, but like if it's like, say
it's
I'm
already
holding the
shut.
door and then like, I don't know how to explain this. Like,
I feel like
the distance is.
No, because so many times I go to grab the door and it's already clicked before I can open it.
Oh,
No, but like
so
not
nice.
right when it clicks, but
Then
like
you gotta,
there's like.
I have
a-
to
gotta take out your
You know what I'm saying? You
Open
get
the
right
door.
there and you're ready
I
to
gotta
No,
say,
I'm
not when
saying-
it clicks, but I'm saying there's like a good pause between the click and like when they get there.
Yeah.
if they're at the stairs, you have to hold it open.
Oh, for
But if
sure.
they're not
Oh,
at the
yeah.
stairs, then
My reference point's Kingsley.
Yeah.
If you're walking down the steps from the student center and you're that far,
I'm not.
I'm going in. But if you make eye contact,
yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's,
have
so I
to-
have
That's
a
a
couple
problem.
follow-up
Yeah.
questions.
if you make eye contact,
Eye
with
contact
somebody-
is huge.
Does eye
Because then you have to,
You
and
have-
if it's a teacher, you kind of like.
Yeah,
If
there's a
it's
teacher
teacher-
Nah,
versus
it depends
student.
what teacher.
Lacey's
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was
nah.
gonna say. It depends on the person.
Like you leave a bad grade in that teacher's
Nah, I'm
class.
closing the door.
You might be waiting there a little
Wade's
bit
like,
longer.
nah.
I think Dr. Gardner said best 5-second rule.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
even if it's
That's
been
a
past the
lot.
5 seconds, you slam the door on them, you slam the door on them, but you waited the 5 seconds,
Yeah.
so.
Fair enough.
Oh, but if you wait and then close it, that's awkward.
That's mean.
That's awkward.
So
You're sitting
I
there
give
on
you
the
5
door.
Just
seconds.
cold-bloodedly, like,
Cold-blooded,
Close
you're
the
like,
door.
open up your shit. Then right when they start to do jump, you just hit the
You
jump.
stand in the doorway and let it close,
Yeah.
you just walk away. Oh, that's cool.
alright. So now we're gonna move on to our game portion of the podcast. So I'm gonna give you guys a roster of your team, and you have to describe a player by their personality. You can't do physical appearance, and the other person has to guess which player you're talking about. I'll give you each like a minute to get as many as you can. Alright, so each team has the rosters, and I'll give you 40 seconds to get as many as you can, and at the end, we'll see who wins. Alright, so what team wants to go first?
I think boys soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Soccer.
we're- I think we're.
Alright, on my count. Ready?
Yeah,
3, 2, 1, go.
Orange Honda Fit.
Nash Barlow.
Yup. UVM.
TJ.
Yup. Dude, I don't even know how to do this one.
Skip it.
Quiet.
Rafa.
Yup. Brazil.
Coelho.
Yup. Future president.
Johnny.
Yup. Doesn't talk. They got. Oh, we already did Rafa.
Come on.
No, dude. What do I say? No.
Skip it if you
No,
don't know.
no,
Skip
dude.
it.
Like, get to
Skip it if
you,
don't
get to,
know.
like,
Come on.
Dude, I can't.
Time.
Like,
That's
Time.
fine,
Dude,
dude.
five.
Dude, I got five.
You got five
I
out of
can't
like
do it without
20.
like chirping someone.
There's 25
I
people
was
on
just
that
gonna
roster.
No, dude.
Really knows his team.
I can say
Alright,
crazy stuff.
what
Yeah, I
team is
know.
next?
We'll go next.
Alright, alright.
No, I think you
She
should.
done girlfriend.
Let's have silence. Let's
So
go
okay.
section. Alright, 40 seconds on my count. Ready?
Oh.
You have to be 5.
Hope you do
3,
bad.
2, 1, go.
Anderson. Go Hannah! Go Hannah! Go Lacey!
Hannah Bear.
Yep.
What? You just said their names.
Drives everywhere.
Maggie.
Yep. Center back.
Kaz.
Yep.
That's good.
Position.
Super smart.
Crazy. You guys are cheap.
Katie.
Yep. Safe. Lime green.
Delaney.
Yep. Small. Dad's car.
What?
Nora. Yep. Ruby. Me. Lacey.
Alright, that's time.
Bro, I
You-
could
you
have
just
cheated.
cheated.
Disqualified.
Alright, 7.
No, this is
Yeah.
Goalkeeper, center back.
Alright, no more.
Positions
Don't do
are
positions.
crazy.
We get one. We get one. We
Alright,
get one free
Listen,
season.
I don't want to
you
hear.
gotta
You
take
gotta,
My goal. My
I
goal.
want you to go
Anyway.
down.
No, my
We're
goal.
getting Ferrari.
My goal.
But
we're
don't
getting
go from top to
everyone.
bottom
Alright.
because I already saw it.
Alright, ready?
It doesn't matter. You can say it.
You have to be 7.
Okay.
Don't. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay, ready?
Alright,
Here we
move.
go.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Tallest on the team.
You.
Loudest.
You said
Lifts.
Carly.
From Grafton.
Me?
Softball.
Katie.
Your best friend.
Anna.
Vietnam.
Sorry.
Setter.
Sam.
Swimmer.
Claire.
Box.
Bethany.
Freshman.
Anna. Soph.
Yes. Canadian.
Anna.
She's not Canadian. It's time.
Oh,
Shoot.
time.
How many was
You
that?
guys got 11.
No, they had too much free play. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's quick.
This is crazy.
Or they just know each other better.
We're also a small team. Like you guys have like 20.
We got 20.
We
The
got
way
like
that Canada is on it, but she's not Canadian.
no.
There's someone saying good to say, bro.
Alright,
I have to be filthy.
Because we talked about last night.
Bethany was good.
so that one goes to the girls volleyball team. Alright, so we end every episode with a little historical trivia. Obviously we want all you guys to win your championships, but when's the last time, this is my research, and that consists of just looking at the banners in the gym, but when's the last time 2 teams in the same season here won an NEPSAC championship? What year?
I'm going 2017.
2008, you said?
Mine was
That
like,
league.
Oh, yeah.
2014?
15.
I feel like from the 2000 to 2010 there's a lot of things.
I think 14.
Alright, the answer is 2003.
I was set. My range.
Boys basketball and girls ski team both won. So thank you guys so much for coming on. It's a great episode. Good luck today. Hopefully, we'll be interviewing you guys after you win the championships too. That's it for another episode of Huddle on the Hilltop. And make sure we pop out to the games. All right.